Here's a Latin twist on a Chicago favorite. Come on, let's get started. So the question always comes up, who has the better pizza? Whether it's New York, Jersey, Philly, Chicago, Detroit, California, any other place, take pride in your pizza. So with that being said, I wanted to do a Latin twist on a Chicago favorite, the deep dish pizza, Sabroso style. Come on, let's get into it. Let's start by making the sauce for our deep dish pizza. Instead of the traditional marinara or pizza sauce, we're making tinga, which is a smoky chipotle tomato sauce. Cut 4 Roma tomatoes into quarters. Place them on a sheet pan. Then rough chop 1 onion. Break apart about 5 cloves of garlic and smash to remove the skin. Add the garlic to the sheet pan. Remove the seeds from 1 jalapeno. Add to the sheet pan and drizzle with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Season with kosher salt and cracked black pepper. Mix thoroughly. Place in a 450-degree oven for about 20 minutes. Remove from the oven and into a food processor. Add 2 chipotle peppers in adobo. 1 dry guajillo pepper that has been rehydrated, and 1 bunch of cilantro. Pulse the mixture and then puree until you have a coarse consistency. Now let's make our pizza dough. Although you may use a specific recipe, don't rely on that recipe for the final results. Instead, trust your eyes and hands to know how the dough should look and how it should feel. To the flour, we're adding instant dry yeast, sea salt, I like the Malden brand, ground coriander for that Latin touch, 1 cup warm water, and 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Starting on low speed, mix the ingredients, scraping down the sides, then adding the remaining ½ cup of flour, totaling 2½ cups. Mix until the dough has pulled away from the sides and there is no more flour on the bottom of the bowl. I like to knead the dough by hand for a few minutes until it's nice and smooth and the dough bounces back when pressed. Place in an oiled bowl and cover with a towel. Let the dough proof for a few hours or until doubled in size. Once the dough has doubled in size, knock it down with your fist and place in a greased cast iron pan. You can also use a baking pan, but I love how the crust forms in a cast iron pan. Shape the dough to cover the entire bottom of the pan and up the sides. I like to let the dough rest for about 15 minutes at this point because it allows the glutens to rest, that way it's easier to stretch out. Crimp the sides of the dough to form the crust. Almost forgot to add a teaspoon of sugar and a teaspoon of oregano to our tinga sauce. Now we're ready to assemble our deep dish pizza. First, we're going to layer the bottom of the dough with slices of mozzarella cheese. Next, I'm adding ground chorizo sausage on top of the mozzarella. Break off pieces of the chorizo and dot all over the dough. On top of that, we're adding shredded Monterey Jack cheese. Then spoon the tinga sauce all over. Traditionally, Parmesan is the last layer, but today we're using Cotija cheese, which is the Latin version of Parmesan. Sprinkle about a quarter cup. Lastly, brush the crust with a little bit of garlic oil. Look at that. Let's garnish our deep dish pizza with some thinly sliced jalapenos, torn fresh basil, another sprinkling of the Cotija cheese, and a final drizzle of olive oil. Let's cut into this bad boy. And then wait for that cheese stretch. Oh man. Who says you need a fork? But look at that crust. That tinga sauce is a little bit of cake. You can't see the chorizo, but you know it's there because that flavor is coming through. This is a Latin twist on a deep dish pizza. If you like this video, don't forget to like and share and hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you can stay up to date on all new content. And remember, food can look good, but if it doesn't taste good, then your cooking is in vain. So make it sabroso.